Once again, I'm here, slightly late, slightly. I had a pretty busy weekend, but the work doesn't stop. This, obviously, if you love what you're doing, or if you are determined and disciplined, whatever happens in your life should not deter you or should not demotivate you or should not stop you from doing what needs to be done. Because if there are going to be certain things that are going to stop you from doing what you need to do, regardless of what it is, then you have serious problems. You have people who say, whatever happens, I'll make sure that I work out every day. You have people who say, whatever happens, I'll make sure I'm at work that day. Or I'm doing something for my business that day. That's if you're self-employed, of course. You have people who say, regardless of what happens, I'm going to take a shower today. Nothing should stop you from pursuing your goals. Nothing should stop you from doing what needs to be done. Now, whatever it is that you prioritize in your life, nothing should stop you from getting that done. So, with that being said, I'm here to make sure that everything gets done. But fortunately for me, I love what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing, and nothing is going to stop me. The only thing that's going to stop me from doing what I need to do is me. I'm the person who's going to stop myself from doing what needs to be done. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, I don't really have much to say today, but I'm just going to jump into this. Firstly, as you've noticed, we have been showing you guys how a AI agent will be able to assist all of the legal professionals. So if you're in the legal field, whatever profession it is, we showed you how an agent can assist clients. Made sure that we're able to assist clients, whether it's answering frequently asked questions, whether it's scheduling appointments, whether it's capturing details of a certain client so that they're part of your leads to contact. Now, Sundays, because every Sunday, live streaming, we make sure that after seeing how it is able to quickly quickly send a response, now we show you how it will respond via call. So the importance of the live stream and the way we market everything is not only just to market for the sake of marketing. No, it's to make sure that you have an idea of what's going on. A person would look at a chatbot. This is how I know not everyone thinks alike. Because one person would look at a chatbot, and if you tell them, oh no, this is a chatbot, they'll be like, oh, okay, so then it's a robot that chats. Or if it's a voice bot, this is a robot that uses its voice to respond. But if you tell another person, oh, this is a chatbot, they're immediately thinking, oh, okay, so there is someone or something that is responsible for responding to whatever text has been sent to it, whether it's relevant or irrelevant to the topic of discussion. So, in the case of law, because that's what we're dealing with this week and today, whether it's irrelevant and it has nothing to do with law, obviously it would depend on how you set your chatbot or your voice bot. So if you want the chatbot or the voice bot to respond in a certain way, because some people obviously get offended if you're like, okay, if you're asking them something that's irrelevant to the topic or to the case, And then they ask something silly just so they can start a conversation or maintain a conversation. Because it happens. I mean, you talk with someone a long time, or you just talk with someone, and now you instead of there being awkward silence, then you're just like you hear for maybe a divorce case, and because of the awkward silence, now you ask, so tell me, how many planets are there in the world? How is that relevant to what you're talking about right now? But when you ask a chatbot or a voicebot that, you can tell that, okay, give them that answer, whatever they're asking, answer the question, but then answer it in a way that it diverts back into law or divorce. So asking a question, how many planets are there in the world? Oh no, there's 8 or 9, whatever you believe, because some people believe Pluto's a planet, some people believe Pluto's not a planet. I don't know what it is. Personally, I don't care. But it'll answer, okay, no, there are 8 planets in the world, but you know what's another thing that's interesting? Is that none of those planets, besides Earth, have law in them. There's no books. Now you're getting back into the conversation. Back to what brought you guys together in the first place. Instead of it being offended that you're asking something that's irrelevant to what you guys are talking about. So people don't think the same. And that is why there are some people who, when someone looks at a thing, they think of it as just a thing. If someone looks at the thing, another person would think of it as there's a problem, this solution is going to solve this problem. So after hours, who is capable, who is responsible for customer service? Someone at 8 wants to talk, someone at 8 wants to ask a question, someone at 8 wants to ask any updates on their case. Maybe they've been there 3 weeks ago and they want to find out what's happening with their case. Who is going to answer that call? Because you don't want to be answering calls at 9 p.m. Maybe having dinner, sharing bathing, or watching your favorite TV series. I don't even know what's happening in TV. I don't even know what series are playing now. But whatever is happening, you are there now. Once you've locked the office, either you're busy with that, either you decided that after I've closed the office, I'm going to be dealing with this case because I need to complete this in the morning. Just an example. But now someone else with a different case that maybe you put aside and you knew you're going to deal with it maybe on Friday. But now the client wants to know what's the update on their case. Who's going to answer? Because you don't want to answer that call. Solution to the problem. Either if they don't have a problem with texting, they'll text. Solution to the problem, chatbot. If they want to call, solution to the problem, voice bot. Create a whole AI agent for your firm. Now, whether you're creating it for the firm or we're creating it for that legal professional, because maybe in the law firm, maybe the owner of the firm doesn't want to integrate AI. But you as a professional, to make life easy for you and to make you more productive, you can integrate AI into your own system, into your own system. All the cases that you deal with after hours, instead of answering calls at 9 p.m. because a client is stressed, what's going on, no updates for 3 weeks. Having a chatbot or a voice bot, whether it's integrated into WhatsApp or it's integrated into a website or wherever, we'll be able to get updates on that case, on what's happening. Or if maybe we don't give it updates, that's gonna, be given by AI. It can at least book a call so that in the morning, when you, lawyer or attorney or advocate or whatever you refer to yourself as to, or whatever profession you're in, whatever profession, you view your calendar and you can already check, and there's already a call that you need to make because we set it up in a way that if we don't want it to give an update on the case, just for client's attorney privilege, you know what I mean. But it is able to book a call so that when you view your calendar, instantly you're like, okay, at least that chatbot or voice bot was able to give them a response and give them a solution, that at least there is some communication, at least. Because that's another thing that makes that results in businesses losing clients or customers, if we're referring to other industries. Communication. Something that customer service needs to deal with. Right? So obviously the let's just say the human solution is having people in the day shift and having people in the night shift. But not all industries operate that way. I don't know of a firm that has a 24/7 customer service. Once the office is closed, the firm is closed, it's closed. Done. So instead of hiring night shift, just customer service. Don't have to go into which lawyer is going to be working after hours. No, just customer service. Who's going to give you those updates? Right? So this is the solution to that problem. And obviously, some firms, there's some firms and even businesses that actually want to keep the people they have hired, because now it's a community. Some businesses and firms, they don't just hire for the sake of hiring. It's because that person fits the persona or fits what is needed or what needs to be portrayed by the business. I don't know. You get what I mean. Mine is pretty slow today. So yeah, they get the people who are gonna make sure that this firm gets what it wants. So with that being said, the solution then is not to get rid of people, regardless of whether they're performing or not, because now you guys are a community. You guys improve each other. Now, our solution is to make the firm or that legal professional more productive, because you find out why exactly does the client not get more clients? Why exactly does the legal professional get more clients? Why exactly is this happening? Why is this client losing out on cases and whatever? Right? So maybe there's a task that can be automated. AI automation is something that we deal with. Maybe there's a task that needs to be automated so that legal professional can focus on what actually brings money to the firm, or just to boost their, I think you guys call them billables if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's the whole thing. But our solution makes you more productive. Right, so let's get into it. So as you can tell from the topic, we just named the firm Lawyer and Associates because it's a demo. It's not really a real firm. So if there is a firm out there in the world that's named Lawyer and Associates, no, it's not. This demo is not for them. It's just for any legal firm or legal professional, just to have an idea of how our solution is the solution to their problems. Right. I'm going to be speaking to Harry. Okay, let's go.
Lawyer and Associates, what case of yours will make the judge smash the gavel?
Hi, Harry, how you doing? Harry, can you hear me? Oh, shit, okay. Okay, let's just end the call. Let's try it again. I'll explain to you guys why I'm using the mic and to make sure that this thing is happening.
And Associates, what case of yours will make the judge smash the gavel?
Hi, Harry, how you doing?
Hello, and thank you for calling Lawyer and Associates, where we definitely make the judge smash the gavel. I'm doing great and ready to assist. What legal matter can I help you with today?
Listen, so someone is trying to file a case against me. Apparently, I'm not supporting my child.
Understood. You're likely dealing with a family law issue. Absolutely. Let me keep it straight. This falls under family law, specifically child support defense. We handle these matters with precision and authority. Would you like me to schedule a consultation so we can review your case and build your defense?
Yeah, let's do tomorrow 1 p.m., please.
Got it. I'm booking you for a family law consultation tomorrow at 1 p.m. You'll meet with one of our attorneys who specializes in child support cases. Would you like a confirmation sent by text or email?
Nah, you don't have to worry about sending me a confirmation.
Understood. Your consultation is locked in for tomorrow at 1 p.m. Just show up ready. We'll take it from there. And remember, at Lawyer and Associates, we don't play around in court. We make the judge smash the gavel.
Oh, well, that's nice to hear then. Looking forward to seeing you and your attorney tomorrow.
It would be for you. Move everything, documents, details, and determination. We'll handle the law. See you tomorrow at 1 p.m. sharp.
Alright, cool, thanks, bye. So, you got that. Apparently, this firm definitely makes the judge smash the gavel. Okay. But you get what I mean, like, just try to put a bit of humor there, just to liven the situation. I'm coming with the problem to the company, to the firm, coming with the problem, and they just, okay, relax. Now, sometimes maybe I would just, whenever we're testing these voice bots, we would just make sure that we test them, like we use different emotions. Maybe I call the voice bot and I'm angry. And then, hey, relax. Don't worry. We got you. Or maybe I'm happy. Obviously, they make sure that I remain happy whilst I'm still talking to them, of course. So, yeah. Again, this agent or an AI agent that we create for your firm or company, that's if you are in another industry and you're not in the legal field. We tailor the AI agent to what suits you or your business or firm, law firm. So this makes it easy for it makes it easy for clients to understand that not only are they talking to someone who's just in customer service, but they're talking to someone who actually makes it seem like they are Lawyer and Associates. You get what I'm saying? So it makes it seem like they are, how am I going to put this? It makes it seem like my mind is slow today. It makes it seem like if you call anyone in the customer service department, they are not just customer service departments. They are actually the firm. No, I'm not phrasing it properly, but okay, it's you get what I'm saying. So, looking forward to seeing the comments, and just make sure that you stay tuned. What I can tell you is from next week, we're going to be diving into what exactly do we do, because we're going to be explaining what exactly AI automation is. We're going to be explaining how we go around, how we create our content, or if you want us to create content for you, how will you know that you're actually going to be assisted by us? Because everyone has a different description or has a different definition of content creation. I can ask you, what, according to you, what is content creation? And you ask me, according to me, what is content creation? So, and then obviously in another live stream, we're going to be explaining website development, and also that update that I gave you guys. It's coming soon. App development. It's coming soon. So, looking forward to seeing you next week, Sunday. Stay tuned throughout the week. We might be dealing with your industry. So, but if you have questions, DM us, comment, but most importantly, follow and like. See you.